I have a story that I absolutely love, and I hope you and the viewers do as well. First, about his health. When Odell talks about finally getting healthy, he means since 2017. He had the high ankle sprain in preseason. In October of that same year, he fractured the ankle. He truly, and he had the core surgery, of course, after this past season, but he truly believes that with his training this offseason, he is finally going to get back to full health. I've joked with him, it's like putting Humpty Dumpty back together again, but he believes he will get there, and the Browns and Beckham will be better for it if he's right about that. Here's my story. So in mid-May on a Saturday, I'm here in my house. I have no makeup on, I'm eating, and my phone rings, and it's FaceTime, and it's Odell. And for a second, I thought to myself, given this situation, do I answer? Well, I answered. Anyway, we checked in, everyone's doing well, we talked a little bit, but here was the reason he rang me up. He was training at the time with a now rookie in the league. He had been drafted in April by a team I cover regularly. I'm not going to tell you his name because it's not about him, and everything Odell becomes bigger than it should. So he's training with a rookie now in the league. And Odell wanted that rookie to meet me because he thought that in this market, it would be helpful for a rookie to have a friendly face in the media. Now, COVID-19 has changed all of our media rules with players and everything else, but take that out of it. I don't know how many players even think to make that call to me in hopes of a rookie having an easier transition with the media. Let alone, I don't know how many players do it. But that's the Odell I know. It didn't surprise me when I really thought of it. We had a nice conversation, and I did promise that rookie that the next time he saw me, I would have some makeup on.
It's great stuff. You know, Kim, I asked you, I'm going to follow up with you because Odell's year last year for Cleveland, obviously he was injured, bounced around. Do you think we could see the Odell of old, the one with the one-hand catch and all that, knowing him as well as you do? Do you think mentally he's right there and he's ready to go? I see it in the background. That and Mariano Rivera I see over your shoulders.
You know what, Peter? I hope so. And not just because I like the guy and I got to know him back in 2014 when I sat at Ryan Nassib's locker because he was never there and that was beside Odell's locker and we talked all the time. Not just because of that. I think the league's better with great players in it. He's a great player. There have been some rocky times. I understand that. We certainly don't have time to get through all of that in this program. But I do believe he is happy and as healthy as he's been. And my fingers are crossed that it's going to be vintage Beckham this year because when he's at his best, he's one of the best. Sometimes we forget that because of some injuries and some other things.
Well, Kim, again, I think that's a side of Odell Beckham Jr. that we don't rarely get to see. And I've actually got a chance to talk with him a little bit, not this year, but in years past. And he's a genuinely nice guy. He wants to get to know you as a person. And so, yes, you know, some of the antics off the field or on the field have kind of swayed people different ways. But let's not forget, he had 1,000 yards receiving last year in Cleveland. With all that was going on, he still had 1,000-yard receiving season. And so I can't wait to see what kind of Odell Beckham comes out with the blonde. We've seen the YouTube video with the blonde hair, and he's back. He doesn't care. And I think that's what we have to realize as players is sometimes we put a lot on their plate of they have to do this, and that. They have to act a certain way, and it takes away from their game. I'm just excited that he's healthy, that you guys are still in great communication, and that, you know, Cleveland is going to have a terrific wide receiver.
I hope so.
Kim,
I hope so. Absolutely.
You know him so well, Kim, that years from now when he's done, you'll probably sit down and do an interview with him, if not write his book. Just quickly, I know this is a big question, but do you think years from now when Odell starts looking back on his career, do you think he'll have any regret with the way things ended in New York?
I think it's a good question. It would not surprise me if that answer is yes. That is an enormously detailed story that we could break down perhaps over a 3-hour dinner sometime, Kyle. But sure, I think so. But, and this is important, he's right now as optimistic and happy as I've seen him. That's good news for him in Cleveland.